With the dome now, it's just made a big difference with how I can manage with 500 children with very limited playground areas. So the dome has now become a hub of learning in all areas of the curriculum.
The design is very, very cool, similar to our auditorium one, especially the size of it is very big, especially the outside.
My favorite thing to do in the dome is probably to practice culture.
We are also grateful for the dome because when it rains, no rain can come in and make the court slippery.
Whenever it rains, we can just go in the dome and practice drumming, ukulele, dancing and singing.
It's given a lot of space in our grounds that children can come here in their own age group and play freely and play happily.
Before we had the dome, it was quite bad, especially on rainy days, because we had no shelter. So we wouldn't be able to have sports in the court, and assemblies would have to have it in a classroom, very tight.
And when it's sunny, we got some shelter to protect us.
We never used to have shade at the court over there.
Also on hot days, teachers are very appreciative of this building to bring their children here for reading, for sports, or even just for doing their schoolwork.
Now that we have the dome, we can probably go wait under the dome for our parents to come.
For culture, we sing, we dance, we practice our instruments.
We saw the purpose of having this dome and how it's going to serve our school, serve our community over here, and we are ensuring that our community here comes first, which is our school children. On behalf of myself, Mrs. Baxter, the teachers, our children, and our whole community, we are so humbled and very honored to be given the funds to give us one of the unique buildings, one of the first ones in the Cook Islands.
I appreciate the Indian government for paying. If they didn't help us, there would be no dome and it would just be a slippery concrete all over again.
So thank you from the community of Api Awaroa.
Sailing in Rarotonga is fun and also really nice because we can see turtles and we also have really warm water here sometimes. So on a sailing day, it's nice to just get into the warm water and sail.
I'd just like to recap some of the wonderful opportunities we've been able to make off the India government grant. So the first big project we were able to tap into was the IOC, which was to develop a national sailing structure for the Cook Islands. In the course in Rarotonga, the coach boat was an integral part of all that, and it was amazing how much more easily it was able to be delivered with having a range of boats available for that.
Having the coach boat there is it's much more helpful than just having the usual two, because it means that we can have on the water umpires and have faster races, faster starts, and if someone was to capsize or fall out of their boat, we would have a safety boat there so that they can help them. It is really helpful.
We were able to buy 3 second-hand 420s, which is a double-handed fast sailing boat, which is used for racing, at teams racing in particular, which is our target for that class.
What I really like about competing is that all of the sailors here know each other pretty well, and on the water we're enemies, but as soon as we get off it's all, oh, great job, and we're all really good friends. So it's really social and it's friendly competition. I really enjoy that.
Another class that we were able to get on the water where we had nearly all the gear but not complete was the TAS class, and we have 2 of those here in Rarotonga and 2 in Aitutaki.
So the Taz are a very lightweight boat and they're very useful when sailing. Because of these new sails, they're quite larger than the other ones and they make them reach faster across the water.
The Tazers are really nice. They're super fun to sail. They're smooth. They're not tippy. Yeah, they're nice and big as well.
I have done a couple of races in the Taz and they're quite a lot faster than some of the other boats which we have here on the island. They are very fast when you handle them properly and they can reach speeds up to 20 knots sometimes, yeah, in the proper winds.
The enthusiasm for all of the nations to be taking part in that, and that's part of sailing, and we were able to take part of it because we had a boat that we could train in, so it's another big advantage for us. Thank you very much, India government.
Being part of the K1 program, our community is pretty small, so it's sort of hard because the lagoons we work in aren't ideal for K1, but we make use of what we have and we've just been working really hard, and with our coach who's been with us all the way, and we've been training all together and we've become quite a tight group.
The purpose of the India grant for our sports program was to allow us to run a sports program that also offered pathways to tertiary education. The India grant allowed us to purchase training surf skis, training ergo, and build facilities both here and in Aitutaki, one of our outer islands.
The India grant has helped us a lot along the way because they've helped us pay for our boats, our fees, and everything that has little expenses when we're on our way for our trips. So it's a real help because coming from a small nation with not so much funding and resources as other countries, it's really helpful to have that.
Our most recent competition is the Grand Prix in Oz. That competition was an Olympic qualifier for Oceania, and I felt really good in it, and I beat my PB by 3 seconds. And it took me really long, so I'm really happy with how that went. I also competed with my sister and we won both distances, so I'm really happy with that as well.
In the K2, the most important thing I think is getting the timing right and the technique.
Paddling with Lily is challenging, but it's really great having someone else in the boat, and she's really motivating.
Cool because we're a really small country when we go over, but we still get a few medals, so it's good fun.
I am very proud of the achievements our sports program and our athletes have achieved. They are doing well in school, and they on the sports, in the sporting arena, they're doing fantastic. So as program committee, we hope that continues, and we'd like to really see these kids go off the island, further their knowledge and their education, but return back to the Cook Islands with those skills and with that knowledge to help improve our own nation.
I think the end goal is the 2024 Olympics in Paris. It would be a great privilege and honour to represent the Cook Islands in the Olympics, especially with Jade being my K2 partner.
A great big thank you to the India grant. Without your contribution, we wouldn't have been able to give this program the kickstart it needed.
One of the good things I find for the little ones, because they need to do a lot of movement and fine movements to
skills and simple things like walking. So this little area here, so they practice how to balance, and we as adults don't realize it, but when we watch the little children walk on it, it's really challenging for them, but once they accomplish it, they feel really big and important.
You just walk up like this, yeah, and that's all.
They learn and they're very independent, and as you can see now, they're really enjoying themselves.
Yeah, the same note, not only fine motor skills, but they're also building onto their gross motor skills as well. And it keeps them occupied mentally and physically as well. And it also helps them to be strengthened up. And looking at all the activities that they have there, it also helps them build up their confidence and boost their day throughout the day. And they're always occupied there, no one gets bored over there, and they love to play there. So that's the positive of it. And they're always under supervision, either under supervision with the supervisors or teacher on duty. So they love to play there, and we love to have that new playground as well.
This is the swing where you are. That's the big one, that's the small one. Top. It swings very fast. The springy thing.
We both would like to say thank you to the Indian government for the new playground that they have given us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This thank you to the India grants. You help out the Matawera Fishing Club for the boat to donate it. So from me to you, the India Fund, thank you very much.